In module 110, we will discuss teachers' pedagogical knowledge and the teaching profession. In the teaching profession, there is not only the teaching methods that the teacher is supposed to focus more on it, but there are long list of the tasks and responsibilities and aspects the teacher has to address, teacher has to perform. So we will discuss only in this module the pedagogical skills of the teachers. And the pedagogical skills basically focus on how the knowledge, the content should be transferred or is being transferred by the teachers to the students. There are several studies, and a lot of these studies. Every day you get new concepts and the change of the previous knowledge and the concepts that are that stress the importance of the knowledge of the teachers, and addition of the knowledge of the teachers, modification of the knowledge of the teachers, and what new concepts should be incorporated in the new teachers and the future teachers. For example, that are derived from the experiential and the practical experiences in the classroom that should be reflected, that should be incorporated in the teacher training programs or in the teachers' personalities. Teachers' knowledge is definitely is the part and parcel of the teacher professionalism, and this the teachers' professionalism really focuses on the teacher's knowledge of the subject and knowledge of the content, and as well as the skills, attitudes, and motivational variables are also contributing to the mastery of the teaching and the learning. These are different aspects for the effective teaching. Blomek and Delaney in 2012 proposed the model that identifies cognitive abilities and effective motivational characteristics. That professional competence of the teachers, the cognitive abilities are the professional knowledge, journal pedagogical knowledge, content knowledge, pedagogical content knowledge. And as far as effective motivational characteristics of the teachers are concerned, that's the motivation, self-regulation, professional beliefs about teaching and the learning and the subject content. What is the teacher knowledge base? What should be the base? What is the base? How the base is developed? That involves different aspects. For example, process of the teaching and the learning, how it is going on, the concept of the knowledge, as well as the ways the teacher knowledge put into the action in the classroom. These are the factors that become the basis of a teacher's knowledge. On the process of the teaching and learning, there are different models that indicate how the process of the teaching and learning goes on. And some models see learning as the change in the learner's experience or the knowledge, the result from the change in the learner's environment. And on the other hand, some approaches consider the teaching learning process only from the perspective of the teaching. Some focus on the learning, some focus on the teaching, while the other take into the account the student's input to the process as well. Learning is taking place through the input given by the teacher, but the third aspect is what kind of the input, because we know that the now latest approaches in the teaching learning process is the constructivist approach, and that desires that the student has given the input into the process. And the main components are input from the teacher and the environment, and input from the students. The main construction of the knowledge in the particular subject, that is by the teacher, taking place in the social learning, how the teacher is engaging or the taking place in the environment, how the teacher continuously monitoring and assessing of the learning, how the teacher providing the opportunity to learn, and the level of the instructions of the teachers are taking place. This is input by the teachers and by the environment. Environment means the school. environment means the classroom. Environment means the where this process of this action, this activity is taking place, and what kind of the input is from the students, that the general ability and the aptitude. What is the general ability of the students and how it is being enhanced, and what kind of the aptitude is there, what is the prior knowledge and the what motivation to learn. And these models indicate that the student factors are the part a part of and interdependent with the teaching learning process. These models imply that the teacher's knowledge goes beyond mere knowledge of the content and the classroom management, and should also include knowledge of the learners and the learning. It's not on the subject, it is not such a pedagogy, but it is the knowledge of the learner and the learning process. Concept of the knowledge. The pedagogical knowledge base includes cognitive knowledge. That's the basic thing. For creating effective teaching and the learning environment, there is need of the pedagogical base of the teachers. And this is divided into two categories: general pedagogical knowledge and pedagogical content knowledge. What is the general pedagogical knowledge? It includes principles and strategies of the classroom management and organization that are cross curricular. And the other one is pedagogical content knowledge. It is the knowledge which integrates the content knowledge of the specific subject matter. For example, it is English. For example, it's mathematics. For example, it is general science. It is physics. The pedagogical knowledge for the teaching that is particular subject. For example, that how to teach physics is different of how to teach English or social studies. Ways of the teacher's knowledge work in the classroom. Investigating the knowledge of teaching, we have to check that what is the teacher's knowledge about the teaching, of the teaching, how the teaching is effective, at what level the teacher knows as a learning specialist. But for example, I should be the good learner. I as a teacher should know how the learning takes place. Then I could be able to teach effectively, so that my learners could be at the level of my level of teaching. And there's a need to understand how this knowledge functions in the teaching learning process, and more specifically how teachers apply their knowledge in making decisions. A set of research studies, as I said, a long list of the researches are coming every day that says that the teaching as a profession is a clinical practice profession. You revise the things, you modify the things, you look into the deeper things. And some people argue, some researchers argue that decision making is actually the basic teaching skill. On basis of the basic teaching skill, the decision is made, while processing cognitively complex information about the students in order to decide alternatives for increasing their understanding.